I should begin by saying that for each of these numbers, there is a shattered family, a shattered set of friends, there's a life lost in one way or another. The numbers for suicide is that there have now been well more than 3,000 since 9/11. So you've had some number of them that took their own lives in Iraq or Afghanistan, a much larger number who came home. So to my mind, that's always much more tragic, that these are people who came through the crucible of combat, were back with their families, back with their friends, back with their loved ones, and ultimately, whatever they brought back with them is what took their own lives. In some cases, these are people who didn't deploy, but what was in the air around them may have contributed to them taking their own lives. So you have more than 3,000 since 9/11. You have a number that's often thrown around, which is not totally accurate, of roughly 22 a day. And you have every year the number getting worse. So 2012 was a record, 2013 broke that record, 2014 broke that record. And my own sense, the sense of many people I spoke to for the book, is that we haven't hit the peak yet. That numbers are still rising and will probably rise well into the future. In part, and this is the last of those numbers, the estimates of PTSD range from 300,000 cases to 400,000 cases of the troops who deployed to either of these two war zones. PTSD can manifest decades after a person comes back. So you could have someone who's home safely, and then in 2034 or 2044, suddenly the PTSD they may have suffered flares back and might lead them to take their own life. So this is not a war that's going to end when Iraq has ended. It's not a war that's going to end when Afghanistan does end.